Alright, first off, wind sound warning. I truly do apologize. There's not much of a decent day anymore to record stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and just pop on and record. So I'll try to talk a little. Hopefully I don't sound too blaring. So, last you all saw this was in a video. It's just a quick look. If I actually watch what I'm doing here. The block itself is actually not too bad. There's a few rings of wear and tear when it goes up so far. I don't know if it's truly like that, but of course everything has to be redone on the block. Identification numbers right here, ECZ, which is oh gosh, there's some corrosion right there. I don't know if that's either a G6 or an 8. So there's some stuff there. 2 freeze plugs on each side. I think this is where the oil filter went to. I'm not quite sure. I'm still learning on these engines. I mean, I have to learn because this is for the 56 Mercury Monterey. So I was thinking about putting a 390 in it because I was just about to give up looking for 312s, because the reason why these are so popular and people love them is because this is the infamous block that replaced Ford's Flatheads back in the day. I think they had 290, I think like 292, 291, I think it's 292. But this was the biggest block of that era, and this is considered a big block as the 312. And again, I don't know all of the other sizes other than just the 292 and the 312, and this is, you know, 312. It's I think a 57, I think Buck said. Doesn't quite matter. I didn't care what kind of year it was as long as it was a 312. I need to get valve covers for this sometime next year. Gosh, there's just a lot of stuff I need to get in general. I need to make an entire list on what to do. Of course, I do need engine mounts, engine brackets, pretty much everything. Let's see, this right here, what I'm told. He just said, of course, you know, it's an oil pan. You know, obviously, as you can see. But I guess this is something very specific, because this is a universal oil pan that will fit on both pickups and cars of Ford. Can't remember what this thing is right here. But I do have, which is actually pretty chunky, I do have this. I need to get a lot of stuff into here, a lot of things in general. There are parts available online, but I need to be very careful because I guess 312s are a little bit bigger than 292s. So I want to keep saying 392, but 292. And the story on this is that an older gentleman had this back in the 70s, and he tore it out of something. No one doesn't know what. The story was kind of lost, but the older gentleman, he was older. He had this on his workbench. He was beginning to work on it, you know, tearing it apart and everything. I guess he was going to start to do stuff with it. He had a massive heart attack, fell over, and died right on it. So I don't know if there's any you know, connections to it or whatever, but that doesn't matter. It goes to the different channel. I'll find out another day. But anyways, back onto the story. His kids had it for a while. They didn't want to do nothing with it because, you know, at that time of that era, you know, it's something different. So they sold it, and I guess, you know, it passed down from owner to owner, and they never did nothing. And then Buck, our relative, got it, I guess, in the 90s or the 80s. I can't remember now. And he's had it in storage for all this time. And then I've been wanting a 312Y block. I was getting to, you know, get ready to, you know, to give up. And he says, well, I got one, 312. So I almost darn near cried for joy, grabbed it. Now it's in my possession. Hopefully to start redoing this next year if things go just right. Because I want to plan on doing this engine alongside the 73 Roadrunner at Pacific Point next year. Hopefully the scheduling works in my favor. If not, then this will just come more of a priority. Because as of one video, excuse me, not one video, one picture that I posted up, it's going to get very, very chaotic. But a lot of this stuff is going to go into the security storage, so that way no one doesn't want to do anything. Now, this is also something that's part of the engine as well. I'm probably not going to use this. I'm going to keep it though. I'm definitely going to keep it, and I'm going to have it refurbished. But I am going to put a modern pulley system on it, something like you see on some of the newer cars, and I'm going to put a few extra accessories to it. What I've learned on this is, we get this out of the way real fast, because we'll get to the heads in a moment. Now, what I've learned about this, about the 312s, they've changed greatly from 56 to 57 on the intakes, but they will bolt up with one another, no big deal. However, here, let me get this over. I'm trying to be careful so that way this doesn't pop and make a lot of noise. Now, the heads would sit on this, obviously. I don't know if they will stay. I'm not sure how this exactly goes. I think this might be the right side. Not quite sure. But maybe something like that. Hopefully it doesn't slide down. But I do believe I got it on right, because I'm still learning stuff about engines. But back to the topic. 56 actually has a different set of intake that would sit right here. They would take the older, smaller carburetors. But however, here's the thing: if you're building a 312, get a 57 on up intake, or mainly a 57 intake 2-barrel or 4-barrel, because they take modern carburetors all the way up to like the 90s and stuff. Excuse me. I can't remember. There's like 3 or 4 intakes on eBay that I am planning on getting in February next year. Hopefully they're still there. They're 4 barrels. I'm not sure if I'm going to turn this into an electronic carburetor yet or not. I mean, it's no big deal, but I want something that's safe and reliable, and also, you know, a little fun to have, because I fell in love with these 312s a long time ago. It's also one of the main reasons why I've been trying to bait for the longest period of time for the 56 Mercury. I want to get it. But to identify the heads on these, well, you all know the story, but for those that don't, I thought that 56 Mercury was messed up, but it was another one. And I'm trying to find the markings here on how to identify this 312 head. Yeah, it's underneath, because I'll have to grab the camera here. That's kind of brushed off. So I'm going to get you guys off the camera stand here. And to identify your heads, right here, if you can see that, ECZ/G. It's underneath right here. You have to feel for it, take pictures and stuff like that. The heads are actually good condition, even though they look rough, but they're not too bad. They just need to be redone. Of course, you know, new pistons and stuff like that. But looking around on the interior, just put you guys all the way up into there. I guess there's like a lip right here or something. I'm not sure if that's like from the wear and tear or something, but yeah, see, there's a lip right there. I want to try to clean it up as best as I can before I take it to a specialist, and then make a spot on this someplace that won't hurt anything, put my initials, and then have it cleaned, because, well, the reason why I want to do that is because people are known to steal 312 Y blocks off of other people or switch them with bad ones. And I want to be darn careful that this does not get stolen. I know there's a good shop in town that doesn't do that, but safe and sorry, because these 312 Y blocks, they're getting extremely hard to find, just like the nail heads. Because if you've seen the video already, which I'm pretty sure all of you have, Tucker has a nail head. Don't know what size it is yet. We We might pick it up in the next couple weeks because the storm's coming this weekend. We may not be able to get this off until maybe 2 or 3 weeks, so it might be January until we start getting more cars again and some other stuff. So things are going to get a little slower around here. But back to the engine. Yeah, it just needs to be worked on through and through. So let's get this stand out of the way. So yeah, I mean, it's still in extremely good condition. Never been messed with since the 70s when the older gentleman was messing with it and then had a heart attack and died on it. So, but I don't know what he was gonna use with it or what, but he was a very, very old gearhead. Let's see here. She's grody. She needs to be cleaned through and through. Yeah, it's a really good engine. Just it's got some miles on it. I don't know how many miles it has. I guess it's safe to say, let's say about 150,000, somewhere in there. But you know, we have it redone so that way it starts at 0. Of course, I'm not sure what that is, so I'm not sure at all. That might be something to the oil. So if anyone knows what that is, please let me know, because this is a huge learning experience. I'm trying to learn stuff about the 312. Oh, hey Felix. Hey buddy. Never mind. And this right here, I guess, has something going on with it. I think it's like a few over or something. I don't want to mess with it too much with one hand, because I don't want to scratch it or anything, because I carefully set it right there. And then the head right here. Because there's also some stuff going on about this too. Let me carefully move that instead of being a moron. Yeah, because I'll show. See, there's something going on right here with some buildup and some gunk. Not sure what that's all about. See, this one has something worse, and it has some very ancient champions in it. Yeah, see, something rusted down into it, I guess, or whatever. So I'm not sure what that is. Could be some sort of a buildup from the exhaust, but yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I know that this head and that head does not match up because that's yellow and this is kind of orangish. So I'm guessing maybe one head was bad on this, because all this stuff right here, all this right here, except for the drive shaft, because it goes to this, but all this stuff right here went with this engine, and it just kind of got scattered around. So gosh, I'm not sure on what else to really show. Of course, I got the transmission for this. It's in the back of the 56. But yeah, this engine is going to get worked on starting next year, because I don't have the 428 police interceptor for the Fairlane, and I stated in one video I'm hunting down a 454 for the 58 Biscayne now. So of course, you know, I'm still going to work on my ladies and my gentlemen. But yeah, we got boys and girls out here, because like I said, that's Victoria. I'm still trying to figure out a name for the 58. So, but yeah, all in all, let me get you guys back on the stand here, because I'm kind of looking for a little bit of help, and I'm taking a chance on that, because some places online say this and this, and then you find other websites where a lot of the information clashes and stuff like that. So I have absolutely no idea on what I truly need. So actually, the thing about contacting Ford themselves on information on this, but I'm not going to contact the local garage here in town, because they're not very nice people. Went in there a couple months ago for something. I got treated extremely horrible, and I was trying to get some information. So it's the shop here in Scottsbluff. I hate to say that, but they treated me such in a horrible manner. I never went back, so I'll probably just write for themselves and hopefully get some information back. So, anywho, that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. That 312 tag's just pretty much gone. Just take that off here. So, don't know what else to really say about the block because I know nothing else about it. I'm just, like I said, it's my first 312. I want to learn it. It's like when we get all the cars, then we begin to learn them about that kind of aspect. But something like this, I know nothing about. Because I guess these 312s are a breed of their own before I guess they were switched out to I guess you could call them modern ones in the 60s, something like that. Or was it the late 50s? Well, I know the 58 had the kind of modern one, the 352 Interceptor, which I kind of wish that was still there with the car, but if it was, I would have probably never had it. Would have been someone else's possession. But anywho, yeah, well, there's a pet cup valve. Yeah, P cup valve. Just now noticed that. Ooh, that does not want to turn either. Not sure what that's to. So yeah, again, it's a huge learning experience. I know some people wanted to look at this a little bit more. Which I'll take you guys off the stand one last time to peek inside the engine. Because, like I said, it needs to be redone through and through. Look at everything here. Yeah. Like I said, that older gentleman was working on this, had a heart attack, slumped over and died on it. I don't know which side is either on this side or is it flipped over or something, I don't know, but he slumped over and died, and they found him laying right on it dead. So that's pretty much this in a nutshell. I'm gonna go ahead and get stuff into storage. I guess I'm gonna be switching some things. Oops, sorry. I don't have the holder because I just had the deal for the stand right there, but I guess some things are going to switch up a little bit this winter. I'm still going to yank off the 58 Biscayne off the frame, but you'll find out in a video hopefully in the next couple weeks because it's ready to be popped off the frame. But I'm trying to get that floor jack fixed so that way I can have more of a leverage to do it. And I'm going to try to start popping off bolts off the front clip on the 58 Fairlane. There's just a bunch of stuff I'm going to be doing this winter, and I want to be bundled up. So if you've gotten this far at the end of the video, I just want to say that of course I'll still do the dashes and stuff like that when I can get them out, but there might be maybe 1 or 2 videos per week, maybe just 1. So because I know I'm trying to build subscribers and stuff on here and just do all that kind of stuff in that aspect. And I just got a winter warning on the cell phone, so I better check that. So, pretty much ends this video here in a nutshell. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I am still learning stuff about the 312. Honestly, I need to find a booklet. I need to get online and see if there's a repair booklet, a repair manual. Then that'll tell me on what's what before I write Ford personally. Because, like I said, it's nothing wrong against. I have nothing really against this. The shop in town. It's just they really burned me on how they treated me, so I may not go back there for a while. So one guy was just sitting at the desk looking at his phone, didn't pay attention to me or Tucker, and then went elsewhere. Then the other guy just looked up and looked down, just doing stuff and everything. We were standing there for a good 10 minutes until he got up, just went, "What do you want?" It's like, never mind. So we just never went back. Well, that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. So I don't know what else to say about the 312Y block because I still don't know nothing about it. It's all the stuff that I have for it, which I now need to put it up. So I shall catch you all later. So y'all have a good night. Take care and stay safe. See you later.